Really don't know how this happened, but I have found myself the senior correspondent to a gaming website. Now, I'm not senior because I'm the most experienced. I'm simply the oldest. So it's senior in that kind of way, as in the discount meal, the blue plate special. And the game website is called the year 200X. Hopefully it's not the year 2000X. The year 2000X. Year 200X. Year 200X. 2000X. I don't know. I think it's 200, 200X, which could be 2000X. You'll have to decide that on your own without the senior correspondent assisting you. So this game is called a Novelist, and I believe it's the first game in which, by the end of it, you successfully write your own novel. I know most games are about shooting people. Oh, there's my typewriter going, chapter 1. I think I should start writing. I must start the game. New game. I select my difficulty. Stealth mode. I put the mode in myself. See, I know some things. The Kaplans will be able to see you, so stay out of sight. Story mode. The Kaplans won't be able to see you, so explore freely. I'm going to go with stealth, because I want to know what happens when the Kaplans see me, and I don't stay out of sight. This is the mode of choice for one such as I, the senior correspondent. Stealth. Would you like to play through the brief tutorial? It is recommended for new players. I did look at the tutorial in a prior outing simply to make sure it worked, and we're not doing it again. You have to read pieces of paper and you move around like you normally move around, so we'll skip that bit. Even I know enough to survive in this household of the Kaplans. Oh, I said yes. I meant to say no. Devastated. The typewriterist. Chapter 1. The Swivel. They all got out of the car.
This is it.
Wow, look at this place.
Still can't believe the deal we got.
How much was it, Mr. Kaplan? I'm curious about those things.
Where's my room?
Right up there, buddy.
They're going up the stairs like tires. They're bounding. I do like the look of this. It's almost a comic book. Oh, now I can do things. Emerge. Now, as I said before, most games... This is a dreadfully boring letter. Shall I read it to you? I'll read it with some pizzazz. Mr. Kaplan, welcome to your home for the summer. We're very excited to have you. This is one of our most popular properties. I'm sure you and your family will have a memorable visit. We have you booked through August 31st. Your security deposit is cleared, and our cleaning service freshened everything up on Saturday. You can buy groceries at McClendon's in town. And if you'd like to eat dinner out, there are quite a few restaurants on Meridian Ave, just off Fairview. If you have any questions, or if you run into any trouble at all, please don't hesitate to call. Pete Fuller, Hanninger Rentals, Haniger. I don't like words that are impossible until the person who is Haniger or Hanninger tells you how to say it. I don't believe in such words. Be gone. Sidney Bluffs. Now, wasn't that a dull letter? Perhaps the dullness is supposed to set you into the mood for the writing of your own novel. Now, as we said earlier, most games you are shooting people or being shot at, or you're doing something that I don't know much about. In this game, the exciting part is this. You become light fixtures. You can become any light that you want to. I could become this light fixture over here. All I have to do is look around and find one. There, I become that one. I am a light fixture. No one knows I'm here. Stealth mode. And even at a great distance, one of my new skills as Senior Correspondent for the 200X. Light fixture. Light fixture. I probably could get the world record for going from light hopping, that one to that one, that one to that one. Let's see, someone start a timer. Light fixture, light fixture. Light fixture, I messed up the order. Still, I got the record, I'm sure. Use possession to reach the upstairs. The office upstairs. Oh, I'm on my way. I know I'm moving too quickly for your young, inferior eyes. I mean inferior as me being superior. Meaning older. Meaning senior. I'm going to emerge. You press W and you cease being the light fixture. Oh, terrible something or other's happening. 6 days later. 6 days later from what?
We'll be back in a little bit.
Okay.
The drama is very rich. Your goal in each chapter is to figure out the dilemma facing Dan and decide how he should resolve the situation. Each member of the family desires a different outcome, and it's up to you to decide which path to take. If you remain undetected and learn the desires of more than one character, you can uncover compromises that will help the family. Which is basically what we do in our normal lives. Aside from the light fixture part, we try to uncover compromises that will help the family. Writer's block. So I think the game's beginning now. After a week at the house. That's meant to be my novel. Return to the office upstairs and look for a clue. And don't forget you can possess lights. In all honesty, as clever as that is, I'd rather just be myself. I find this very sad. I think because of the painting, am I floating? I seem to be going upwards and downwards, bobbing. Maybe I'm a spirit. I'm a spirit. So I don't like that there are all these trees out here, and yet this seems to be the beginnings of a seascape or a skyscape. Do they call them skyscapes? More sadness. We'll go upstairs here and we're going to look for a clue. Possess. I desperately want to leave. To get out here. You can't jump. You're locked in this house. I believe you never leave this house till your novel is done. So of course, glowing e-book letters are. Dan's journal is on the desk. Read it. I'm going to speed read this. It's going to be very quick.
Writer's
I
block.
can't believe I just
Can't
wrote
believe I
that.
just wrote that.
Writer's block.
Writer's
There,
block.
again.
There, again.
Those two words
Those
are
two words are apparently the only damn thing I
write.
can write.
It's
It's been this bad since high school.
I know I'm ruining it. I'm sorry.
About Faulkner. Dan Kaplan, little-known author of Tramer's Way and Windsong, has run out of steam. Closed my eyes last night and saw a literary register article about myself. That was the first line. Paul wants 3 chapters next week, and so far I've got 2,000 words so sloppy I can barely read them. I cannot blow my schedule. Paul said Grofield's been very clear about what comes next if I keep
Damn you,
sending deadlines.
Grofield.
Why did this happen as soon as we got here? This was supposed to simplify things, but so far it's been nothing but staring at a blank page. Maybe a walk will help. Or a long drive. Or a drink.
And those are our choices, I suppose. We have to make Dan go for a walk, or take a long drive, or get drunk. Now, honestly, It's hard to know at this point what would be the wisest course of action. It depends on the game maker, but I'm assuming there's some sort of goodness. Goodness will win in this, or maybe a walk. Or I'd rather get Mr. Kaplan drunk. Each character has a number of writings or drawings to discover. You found one of Dan's. Now that you know what's troubling him, you should search the house for him. Search the house for him to discover more about his love. All right. And my apologies to the makers of this game. I sincerely am not, well, I am a little bit making fun of things here and there, but it's not to the discredit of the game. It's simply to have fun. Now I'm looking for Dan. Am I? And I could possess that light. Yes, I could. And it would be... I'll do that one. Oh, there he is. Dan. I call those tragic arms. He's such a sulker, I don't even want to go near him. Dan. Is his name Dan? I've already forgotten now. Look at Dan and press space to read his thoughts. If this doesn't work, a cloud around Dan's head indicates that he's remembering specific moments from the past. You have the ability to explore his memories to learn more about the current chapter. When do I start writing my chapter? Approach Dan from behind and press space to enter his memory. I don't want to get any closer to this sulking glowhead. One step closer. Space, explore memory. Now that you've entered Dan's memory, you can explore it freely. Follow the sounds to locate different moments that are on his mind. When you find a specific moment, press space to uncover more about what's troubling Dan in this chapter. You can exit Dan's memory whenever you wish. So I have to follow the sound here. Here we are. And then what do we do? Spacebar.
Do you think coming here will help?
Are you talking to me? I don't think so. I think this fellow is a lost cause. Oh.
It has to.
Well, his shirt changed. It's odd. I really wish he'd put it down, put the typewriter down. You with your memento books. I think there's another sound position to get to. Down here for Dan number 2. Different Dan.
Tommy rode into town with me today. He saw some kids his age playing on the swings at the park, and I could tell he wanted to go play with them. It got me thinking, did we swing the pendulum too far just to get him away from those bullies?
I would say so.
Kids can bounce back quick sometimes. What if this is the worst thing we could have done?
Bad parent.
Then he asked how Daddy's book was going, and without even thinking, I said, "Great, my man." Felt awful right away. It's a white lie, sure, but why not be honest?
Right.
When he was younger, he was just a bundle of physical needs, but now he's like a mental, emotional sponge. He's around Linda and me all the time, and I can see him changing every day in 1,000 small ways. That scares the hell out of me. What am I teaching him with a white lie?
But he doesn't know Dan, does he? I mean, did he know instantly it was a white lie, and therefore it became a lesson? Dad lies about things? I don't know. I say, you got away with it, things are fine. Don't worry about him so much. You have found all of the moments in this character's memory. It's all he's got. You can come back and re-examine them at any time, or you can exit and explore other character memories. Now, there is a good deal of reading in this. I don't know if I'm a great big fan of reading, even though this is the novelist, and I suppose I'd be more of a fan of writing. I'd like to write those little things. The letter comes out, and then I have to write it, and then someone else reads it. I create the story. You can't do things like start the blender and knock the bottles over. At least I can't yet. Maybe those are skills you get later. You can't look in the refrigerator. All you can do is become light bulbs and follow memories. Am I complaining? I don't mean to complain. Because this is a very attractive comic book-like world. And I do like the idea that there's not much shooting. Not yet. I don't know what I'm supposed to do now. Perhaps I've lost. These people are still here. The mementos and typewriter won't be put down. Put it down, Dan. Maybe I go back to where he was. Where was he? He was over here. It's very difficult to reach this area without becoming lights. There we are. Oh, he's not here anymore. Oh, exit memory. Have I not done that?
Dan, we're back.
Hi, Mom. Hey,
I better
honey.
become a light. Now that Linda and Tommy are home, you should look for their clues, discover what's on their minds, explore their memories. Remember, stay out of their sight and use possession to keep from alerting the Kaplans. If you remain undetected, you can earn additional opportunities to influence their story. Interesting. Light bulb. Oh, I saw something flicker on the ground over here. It's a clue.
Can't beat me. Check this out,
How do I
Mommy.
get it?
Ooh, nicely done.
There we go. Ideas. Alice listens in on the phone call. Problem. Ruined sympathy for Alice. Solvable? Probably not. Too cheap and easy. Seen at the lake. Alice sees them there. Could definitely work. Comeuppance for Scott. Alice stays innocent. Sarah sees who Scott really is. Yeah, I think that works. I do too. I can always press tab to see your progress and find out what you need to do to move forward. Escape to view the help screen or just... read their thoughts to help them. It's quite
Hey,
a lot
Mommy,
of
check
reading.
this out. Ooh.
At this moment, I'd rather be...
What in the...
Whoop. You've been spotted. You should get away as soon as possible by moving to an area where no one can see you. You cannot possess lights when a character can see you, but once you get out of sight, you can use possession to remain unseen. Oh, good Lord, I've been spotted by Dan. I'm a light. I'm a definite light. I'm the full thing. Base to lampshade to light. Screw these flickery pieces of paper I'm bound to read.
Could have gone that way.
You just imagined it. These aren't the droids
I
you're
saw
looking for. No, Dan has stopped looking for you, but now he's become suspicious. If he spots you again, he'll become spooked. And you won't be able to find a compromise with him in this chapter. That's depressing. Check the family status. I sincerely don't want to ever check the family status. I want to find my typewriter and begin writing my novel. Look at that, Dan. You don't even know I'm here. Now I'm going to become Mr. Lightbulb.
Hey, Mommy. Hey, Pumpkin.
Oh, and I want to follow Pumpkin up the stairs. Pumpkin. Pumpkin. That tender youth. While possessing a light fixture, you can press E to make the light flicker. This will cause nearby characters to investigate the light fixture for a short period of time. Use this ability to lure characters away from areas you wish to explore. I like it. But how do I do it? E. The Holy Child lay down with his Crayola and his cartoon book. Oh. Look at that. Is that a reflection of his... Oh, I thought there was some reflection. I'm going to make the lights flicker here. Watch this. This bit of amazing gamesmanship.
Ooh, it's broke.
Yes, it is, Tommy. It's very broken, and you should investigate.
Why'd it do that?
Why'd your cartoon piece of paper disappear and reappear at will?
What's wrong with it?
I'm possibly not very good at
Why does
flickering.
it keep doing that?
Because I wanted to leave so I can go look at that drawing of you and your father of Beavis and Butthead on the window there. Possibly I'll knock over your kite as well. How'd you like that, Tommy? Light bulb. Do a different flicker. All flickers are more frightening.
What's wrong with it?
Maybe... Come see. Come see what's wrong with it, Tommy. Light
Why'd
bulb.
it do that?
Light bulb. I don't know.
Maybe like...
That's it, maybe, like. It's very unfinished thinking.
And then...
Oh, I see. I wonder if I could sneak up on him. I'll read thoughts. Wish I could help Daddy.
And then...
That sounded like E.T. And then... He's all done.
Here we go!
Is this a memory? I can't remember what I've done here. Explore memories. Oh. He didn't see me. And I have to go toward the sound. That almost makes me weep. Just a couple of monsters. His sad pair of toys. Silly suitcase. Race and Roger. This room is going to make me weep. Where did the thing go that was there? The Beavis and Butthead. Looks more like a pillow kite. Which is a good idea, I think, pillow kites. Restroom. I long to use bathrooms that aren't real. There's a sickness in me. There should just be a game called Bathroom, but very, very, very functional. I don't know what I mean by very, very, very functional, but almost to the point where you could use it. I don't know where you draw the line there, but I think you know what I mean. Light bulb. When I get bored, probably we'll do some sort of a gauntlet of light bulbing, or light bulb. So I get my blood moving. I haven't gone anywhere. I don't know what I'm doing. Oh, the sound. I must find the sound. Sort of try to make it as loud as possible. To me it sounded like it's over here. Possibly I need to go downstairs, so I'm going to do it. This speed method. Light bulb. Oh, here we go.
We'll have to find out.
Are there any other kids?
We'll have to find out.
Tommy, I have something to tell you. There are no other kids, so don't ask me anymore.
Are there any other kids?
Go ahead, tell him a little white lie, Dan.
We'll have to find out.
Now, the white lie part of that, of course, is that Dan has no intention of finding out. He's too busy not walking, not driving, not drinking, and not writing to ever do anything for anyone else. Writers are self-absorbed. They're as self-absorbed as this. They are themselves very much like these types of light fixtures, and they go from fixture to fixture to fixture, and they hardly know you're there. I have a theory about that door, that my typewriter is behind it. I persist in the idea that eventually I'll be writing a novel in this game. There's no more music, which I think means there's no more memories, so I'll exit the memory. And press tab to see my goals. Writer's block. You have found everything in Tommy's memory. You may exit or investigate clues you've already discovered. Doesn't really look like a real boy anymore. I don't know what mode. Oh, I'm still in memory mode. Alright. Simply want to get away so I don't get discovered by any of the Kaplans. What is that? Oh, I hear someone. Light bulb. Very loud walkers, these Kaplans. But thank God, right? Because what would I do if they were themselves stealthy? If anyone else around me is stealthy, my stealth goes right out the window. But to me, this thing on the bureau, is it a shirt?
Huh?
Oh, good God. This one's on my trail. Oh, he's sad again. Just writer's block.
And what about the...
Go on, Dad. What about the what? The other little boys that may or may not live in the neighborhood that you'll never inquire about?
Get back to the...
Get back to what? Get back to the... I must say it's very difficult to, as an actor, read unfinished lines. Very difficult. Oh, I have to... Because you know you're going to stop, and it's a kind of a cliff. You sort of smash your actorly face into a dead end. It's not fair. Well, I better get back to the... I think I'll... What if...
Hey, bud.
Oh. Oh. Someone murmured. I've yet... Oh, another restroom. Lovely. Wonder if I could use it. Right next to him. Always reading. That's a bit sad. It's like looking at your failure in the fact of someone else's work. Someone else was able to do it. Oh, look, I have to flicker. I'm going to go here and flicker. See if I can draw.
Oh. Ooh, broke.
Better investigate. Father and son electricians. Look at your greedy little hands.
That doesn't happen at home.
Oh, it does, Dan.
I just checked that yesterday.
Walter, Charles, what's the boy's name? Tommy.
What's wrong
I'll
with
get it later.
No, you look at it now, Dan. You have to, I know. Take a moment to be sad, wistful. I want to go read this note on the door. It's very important. Pick up more canvases, art store anywhere in town. Galleries or studios? These clues
Hey, Pumpkin.
are not very,
Hey, how's it going?
Oh, it's going
they're not very productive. He's going to look at the ocean, she's going to look at the blank television, and guess who's on the rocket ship?
Just don't know.
Oh, I'd love to see this program. What is this? Oh, I really don't want to do any more thoughts. But I do want to get rid of the glow. Is that pretty funny there? Just some clapping. Oh, done with television. Me too. That was a good show. That's my old favorite. Called Clappy. Just a minute of clapping and then... It's very funny though. Okay, let's go see some of these notes over here.
Paul, good to hear from you. Listen, things are taking a little longer than expected. I feel good about this one, but I haven't quite brought some of the threads together. It's just an execution hiccup, not a lack of ideas. This is the most complicated book I've ever tried to write, and let's just say I have a newfound respect for guys like Dickens and Joyce who can juggle 10 threads at once without getting lost. I'm figuring some of this stuff out the hard way, I guess you could say. Anyway, the outline I sent you is still good, those are still the beats, those are still the themes I plan to explore. I'll keep you posted, Dan.
Oh, Danny boy. Getting the little Dickens and Joyce in there. Your whole thing makes me sad, sad, sad. Execution hiccup. You're starting to talk like them. Not a lack of ideas, making excuses. Marco can still make it work. Light bulb. Explore memories. So now we follow the sound, hopefully into the restroom. Oh, I would love there to be a clue in the restroom. Oh, it's here. This better be a good one. Janet. Janet, is that it?
I think we've done a good job of putting on happy faces for Tommy. If he knows there's something wrong, he's not showing it. We told him this is just a fun family vacation, and he seems to like it here so far. But this might be it for Dan and me.
Oh,
Neither
no.
one of us has said the word
The D
yet,
word.
but I know it's right there under the surface.
Divorce.
We've been dancing around it.
That is
I
a D
can't
word.
even bring myself to write the word here. Writing it would be almost as bad as saying it, because once it's there, it becomes real, a thing we have to deal with. I'm not ready for that yet. We agreed to make this a fresh start. I meant it, I think he did too. Now we just have to treat each day like a new beginning.
And each word like a completely separate word that needs to be spoken. I'm doing an awful lot of complaining. I have to stop that. I apologize. 1 of 3 Lindas have been found. No, not Janet. Oh, here's the next one. Very severe looking. Not attractive people.
I promise.
Do you?
Me too.
That's it. Silence. Fishing rods. My typewriter's back there. Some stools. Telephone. I don't know. Exit memory. Now she's doing it.
Set up in the studio.
There's some partial phrases coming. Get ready. Set up in the studio. Oh. I hope paint actually appears on the painting and sheet.
It's It's back, right there.
See what?
Does he see
It
me?
moved.
Am I in the light? Oh, I got caught.
Mom! Dad!
Oh, no. How do I start over? Flicker. Why flicker? Well, I lost the game. I didn't get to write my novel. Dan will never help his son get a friend. Divorce looms between him and Linda. Her painting career may or may take off. Dan will, I'm sure, fire off a number of different letters, putting off and procrastinating and explaining it all away. That great big puffery, that kind of rationalization where somehow secretly you're still the king, even though where you are, you're the jester. Looks like Tommy's getting older. Light bulb.
Maybe like...
Oh, here we go again. I almost saw that one before. I want to look at it. Imagine, Father, if you had one arm and one leg, and I had one arm and one leg, and we had to play a game about chutes and ladders. Imagine.
What? Did you see it?
No.
Is it here?
Nothing. I'm not here. Light bulb.
What? It just...
I may have escaped. Oh, I can't believe I did it.
I know I saw something.
Divorce, Linda. That's the word. What you saw lurking around in your vacation home
You're not
was...
crazy. You're not crazy.
No. All of you, into the television room at once.
Hey, Mommy.
Pumpkin.
Clappy's about
Hey,
to
Daddy.
start.
Hey, little man.
Let's watch it. This is my... Yes, that's very good. Look at that. Oh, what's Dan doing over there? I hope I can sneak up on him. That's my notebook. Find the object in blue text and select it. You can continue exploring the house if you like to discover character.
Hey, Dad.
Hey, Tom.
Hey, honey.
Hey, Mommy.
Hello, everyone. Light bulb.
Hey there.
Hi there. As another show has come and gone. An all-new episode of Clappy in about 15 minutes. Till then, see you at the windows. Light bulb. So, it goes on from there. I'm sure you get the drift, the gist. Me? I just stand, looking out the window at a forest I'll never walk in, wishing I could write my novel in a room I can't get in because I don't have hands. Does that mean someone's right behind me? Can't seem to stop. That got me. Oh no. She's coming. Light bulb. Oh, there's a new episode of Clappy. Everyone to the living room. Emergency family meeting. Oh no, another letter. Oh, not another one of these. I can't hear that again. Am I the light or am I near the light? Oh no. I won't be able to find compromise. So that's just a lot of failures for me as well. So Linda can't get a divorce, Tommy can't find any friends, and Dan can't finish his book. I can't start mine, and now I've spooked the entire family, and I won't be able to find any compromises with characters. Not that I deeply was interested in finding compromises, but I think I was getting there. I think it would be an interesting thing to impact this family in some way. Perhaps.
Do you see that? It was just...
See what?
No, I'm not here.
Wait, what?
No. I am going to stop, I promise you. I'm just looking for the right moment.
Could be...
Open that door, Dan. The old itchy head confusion.
Yeah, that's weird.
The itchy head of confusion. Divorce. Light bulb. My favorite thing in the whole game is the potential for this to be a game here called Bathroom.
Hey.
Hey, bud.
Hey, bud. Oh, Clappy. I can't miss an episode. I've seen all of them so far. And then it was over. So thank you, my friends. I am the Senior Correspondent for the year 200X. This game here is The Novelist. And I don't know if I'm supposed to recommend it.
How's my man?
Give it some
Thanks,
stars or some thumbs. I found it thoroughly entertaining. I made fun of it, but that's part of the pleasure of certain things, especially when they're atmospheric. Atmospheric games. I don't want to say they're asking for it, but I think you can play this game, fully fall into it, and not do any of the nonsense that I did with light bulbs, and you can play stealthy or story mode, and you can help this family come to the opposite of a comeuppance. Sense of peace, tranquility, make their vacation the moment of their lives, the time when it all turned around for them. Get Dan back writing. Get Linda off the divorce and in the galleries. Some friends for Tommy. No more of this Clappy show. I think you know what I mean about that. No more Clappy.